I'm Spencer Claridge of Soul Sports, self-proclaimed Grand Fromage of the AIM series, among other things. The AIM series was devised by Stuart, myself, and Ed Lee actually at the time back in 2001, when we had a meeting with a lot of the industry movers and shakers and just tried to find out what exactly needed to go into a competition circuit to make it really integrated. And from that we found that there was a need to have a grassroots initiative, which is where the schools tour came from, and then obviously the domestic tour allowed those kids to then come along and see some of the championships in action, and then those formed a path then into the British Championships, which until that point had just been a standalone event. And that was really the need behind creating the whole circuit, so that there was actually an attainable path from a school child that had seen it on TV for the very first time to then becoming a local rider, a sponsored rider, and then taking it to a world stage. The AIM series was quite cryptic, it was quite clever, artificial indoor mountain, though it needed an explanation, and sometimes when you're looking to get this profiled on a large mainstream perspective, then the easier it is to understand, the better it is. And it doesn't come much more plain than British Snowboard Tour and British Freeski Tour. We've decided to actually clump things together whereby the tour will actually go just 2 days prior to the actual championship circuit. That way it's fresh in the minds of the kids, because a week in a 13-year-old's life is a long time, let alone 2 months, which was the case when you were looking at the last event it ran in the series. So this way it will mean that it's fresh in their mind, they're excited, and we just capitalise on that excitement. We'd always get an influx of competitors coming on the night prior to actually ride the championship course setup, and so what better opportunity to take some of the established pro riders and put them on the slope to give instant feedback to some of the kids that are coming through the ranks. I think if you ask anyone that's actually been to the Brits, they'll tell you what a fantastic event it is, and it's our job really to spread that message, because I think before now it's got a perception of being an elite competition, and it's simply not the case. It's a social gathering, it's a music festival, it's a winter festival, and it's our job to promote that. The idea behind the tour, the domestic legs of the tour, whereby we visit artificial and indoor slopes and hold championship rounds on each of those, is that after a couple of years we've created a nucleus of enthusiasts whereby we visited the schools, we've saturated the regional media, and we've basically blitzed it, told them about snowboarding and free skiing. It's here, it's available, get involved. After 2 years, we look then to replicate that in other areas. The three dry slopes, or artificial slopes, that we're going to be visiting on the tour are Chatham for the first year, Norwich, again a new slope, and Warmwell we decided to revisit because it's such a good setup with the accommodation on site. On top of that, of course, we'll be visiting our staple diet of the three escape snow zone centres, which is Braehead, Castleford and Milton Keynes, which are wicked. The beauty of the TTR is that it allows a 13-year-old kid from Norwich, Chatham, wherever, to come along to the AIM series for the very first time, compete, and then actually measure himself on the same ranking list as Shaun White, Travis Rice, Nicholas Muller, or girl, Jenny Jones, who finished 6th last year in the world. At the end of the day, John, I just want to see a British Olympic champion. You know, that's it. I think most people I think agree that we've achieved a great deal over the 5 years, and it's only been possible really because of the support that we've had from our sponsors, because especially at the outset, when what we were proposing was a very ambitious set of plans, and so without the people like Trespass, who have been there for 5-6 years now, Snow Zone also, Animal, TSA, Ellis Brigham, Vans, Etnies, 32s, Helly Hansen, O'Neill, they've all been there at some point. So I'd really like to thank those guys, because without them it just wouldn't have been possible to achieve what we have done and hope to continue doing. So thanks.
No worries.